Footnote to Youth by Jose Garcia Villa. So before we start, I would like to introduce myself. I'm Raquel Joy Alvivar, your discussant for today. So Jose Garcia Villa is a Filipino poet, critic, short story writer, and painter. He was an important person to recognize during Filipino-American History Month and immigrated to the United States in 1929. He received a bachelor's degree from the University of New Mexico in 1932, then moved to New York for graduate study of Columbia University. The characters of the story. Dodong, the main character of the story. At the age of 17, he decided to marry Taeyang. Taeyang, the wife of Dodong, Dodong's father. In the story, he asked for the permission of his father to marry Dodong's mother. Together with Dodong's father, helped with the birth of Dodong's children. Blas, the son of Dodong's and Taeyang. Tona, the sweetheart of Blas. Lucio, the suitor of Taeyang. The setting of the story is in the farm and house. The point of view of the story is third-person point of view. Theme of the story, family. The story depicts how the family makes a decision after consultation and deliberation. It speaks about young people discussing their wishes with their elders and asking for permission and guidance. Love and desire. The characters highlight the strength of longing that can alter our perceptions of reality and making decisions governed by our need for love and desire than based on reason. Responsibilities. The characters learn that discharging one's responsibilities of various phases of life is not as easy as it may seem at first. Their decision was rushed and immature. The conflict of the story is when Dodong decided to get married even if he's still young. Elements of the plot. Exposition. The story starts with Dodong deciding to tell his father about his decision of marrying Taeyang. He decided to do so because he believes that he is already in the right age to marry someone. After continuing with his daily activities, the night came, and he asked for his father's permission. His father, despite his worries, gave his permission to marry. Rising action. The setting then changes to when Taeyang was giving birth to their first child. In a few moments, he would be a father. At this point of the story, Dodong was starting to realize that his youth has ended, and that there was no going back for his decision. As a result, he was guilty for making Taeyang and his parents go through such hardships because of his decisions. Climax. As time goes by, Dodong had more children, and he realized how marriage was not all that easy, and how his dreams during his youth was not fulfilled due to his hasty decision. He realized how he has thrown his youth away, and how he cannot go back to the times where he was able to enjoy his adolescence fully. It was also shown how Taeyang regrets marrying early, just because there was a suitor older than her which she wants to avoid. Falling action. The setting changes to when Blas was already 18, and just like his father, decided to marry at a young age. Dodong was worried that his son may suffer the same fate as him, and asked his son if he really must marry Vainuman. As much as he wants to oppose his son's decision, Dodong realized that he cannot stop his son's decision anymore. He then gives his permission while looking at his son sadly. So the moral of the story is that enjoy your youth as much as possible. This is an important period in your life or in our life. Do not be overwhelmed by your emotions. Don't let your heart do all the work. Give something more thought since it might be a decision that will change your life. In today's youth, a lot of teenagers wants to get married and having a family. Marriage in a very young age is full of responsibilities. when you decided to get married and you do marry someone, there is no turning back. So think wisely. So my next topic will be How My Brother Leon Brought Home a Wife by Manuel E. Argilia. Before we proceed to the story, I will go and introduce the author. Manuel L. Argilia was an Ilocano who wrote in English. He was best known for his short story, How My Brother Leon Brought Home a Wife, which received first prize in the Commonwealth Literary Contest in 1940. Most of his stories depict life in Barrio Nagrabcan, La Union, where he was born in 1911. He earned his Bachelor of Arts in Education in 1933 at the University of the Philippines. He became a member and later the president of the UP Writers Club and editor of the Literary Apprentice. He married Laja Villanueva, another talented writer, and they live in Ermita, Manila. So the characters of the story is Baldo, the narrator, and the younger brother of Leon. Leon, the husband of Maria. Maria, the wife of Leon. Father, the one who instructed Baldo on what he will do while he is on the road with Leon and Maria. Setting, Nagrabcan, La Union. The point of view of the story is first-person point of view because the narrator is Baldo. Theme, the theme of the story is about journey in life and love, and how it has a lot of obstacles and problems that we should be prepared. Conflict. The conflict of the story is when Maria is worried that the father of Leon will not accept her. Elements of the plot. Exposition. The story starts off where the narrator introduces his brother Leon and Maria, where he describes Maria and her physical appearance. He also describes how his brother Leon is in love with Maria, and that's where their journey begins. Rising action. The problem was introduced when Maria was afraid that the father of Leon would not accept her in the family. Climax. It would have been the part where the three of them arrive at home, and Baldo was called by his father, and he asked about their journey and about Labang. He also asked a bit about the wife of his brother Leon. Falling action. It is when Baldo left the room of his father to go take care of Labang and talk to brother Leon and Maria. Day naman. The story ended where Baldo finished talking to Leon and Maria and describing how Maria smelled like a morning where a papaya just bloomed. Moral. The moral of this story is that to respect and accept each other. I believe that if you truly love someone, you need to accept who really he or she was, even the life they have was not the same with the life you have. That's the end of my report. Thank you for listening.